Hi. Could you give me a quick explanation? Well, I can see it's obvious, but just for the people to know.
Yes. So we are showing here how animals are treated in the meat, dairy, egg industry. Also industries that are labelled organic, free range, barn laid, RSPCA.
Cage free.
Cage free, yes. And as we all know, male chicks cannot lay eggs. So they are thrown in the macerator alive from the first day of birth. They are selected from the females. The females, before they're put in a cage or in a dark shed, they have their beaks melted off in a machine. They just put the little baby's beak in the machine and they melt it off because of the crowding. It's because they will peck at each other, because they get nervous, because they put all together. So many chicks are put together, and in the end, when their egg production goes down, where do you think that the hens end up? Where do you think all the hens end up? In the same slaughterhouse as the chickens that are brought up for their flesh.
I saw the footage.
Yeah. And the dairy industry is another very evil industry, as they take a young female cow and they forcibly impregnate her. They put a glove on and they shove their fist right in her anus all the way so they could put the sperm from the bull, which they also took forcibly from the bull as well. And people don't really show that much, but the bulls are abused and so abused in this industry for their sperm. And then when this female cow, she's pregnant for 9 months, like us human mothers.
Yes.
And then when she gives birth, if it's a little boy, they take him away from her because he can't produce milk. So they see him as someone to just throw away. And he is brutally murdered in the first days of his life. They put him on a conveyor belt. I don't know if you've seen it. So now it's showing the dairy industry here. This is where they take the little baby away from the mother, and the mother is running after her baby. You know, she's like us. She's saying, "Please give me back my baby," and she cries for days, for weeks. You know, and she never sees her baby again. And they forcibly impregnate her again, just so she can produce milk for humans, for profit, for the industry to make profit. Yeah. So that's why they take the babies away, so they don't have their milk from their mum. You know, And as we all know, our milk is for our babies, no one else.
Yeah.
You know,
and
these industries.
Cow's milk is for a calf, not for a human.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just. Well, I've seen a few documentaries around that. The first one I saw, and I should say, it was really good. What the Hell 2017. I'm not sure if you watched that. It's about that's about the pharmaceutical companies and what they do to keep people sick. So they make profit by selling drugs and treatment instead of cure. And just things like that, and advertising meat and dairy animal products.
Eggs.
Just like it's full of protein, while we know the largest animals on earth, like bulls, rhinos, hippos, all of them, they have the same diet all year round. It's just the same grass they eat, and that gives them enough power. They're the most powerful animals roaming on earth, and most powerful with just grass. And just the same grass. They don't have to eat different types of food throughout the day to maintain like a nutrition intake. And but I totally agree with you.
This is what I'm asking. If they can get all their protein from eating grass, why can't we just eat straight from the source, plants, and not harm and kill other animals unnecessarily? We have so much food gifted to us, non-animal food.
Yeah, and
why take someone's life by force?
Yeah.
You know,
what I'm saying is what I'm gonna say is like from a scene I saw in that documentary, What the Health, they said that as humans we are naturally vegans or vegetarians.
We're born.
Because looking at our bodies and our digestive system and our teeth, but if you want to know that you are naturally a grass-eating creature or being or a flesh-eating, the test is simple. You can just put a grinder in front of you, you just mix some fruits together, you enjoy drinking it because the smells, you go towards it. But imagine replace it with a piece of flesh or
uncooked
a fish,
fish.
Uncooked fish, and just mix it and grind the meat. You don't dare getting close to it. It's just like ooh,
because it's not natural.
Because it's
for us.
We cook it. We cook it. We add flavors to it, make it tasty and look good and just irresistible. I'm not vegetarian or vegan, but I know those. So
why aren't you vegan? You get it. You understand everything.
Yeah.
And you care about animals. You don't want to abuse them.
Yeah.
So what's holding you back, brother? What's
maybe
holding you back?
My I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm not strong enough.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. I've been vegan for over 9 years, and this is no excuse. I'm Greek, but the way I was brought up to eat is just disgusting, you know. And that's all I knew. But I knew that there was something wrong, and I never addressed it. And now, when I found out, I can never forgive myself. I don't wish other people to feel the same way as me.
Yeah.
But for me as an individual, I could never forgive myself for all the victims that I have taken to live my life. And I didn't need to take anyone to live my life. I could just live my life on my own, eating vegetables, fruits, rice, there's beans, there's lentils, herbs and spices, so many ways to make our food. Like when you eat someone's flesh, what do? You eat it like that, or do you cook it first? You put all the herbs and spices, you go, meat is yum. Yeah, after all the herbs and spices that you put on, why doesn't someone, when they say, I've heard people saying yum when they walk past these screens, when these animals are bleeding to death, and they say yum, and I feel like saying to them, why don't you go in the slaughterhouse, if you think it's so yummy, and eat that baby right there, before cooking it, if you think it's so yummy. Because your response is so unnatural, and you're not even thinking about it. You know, you just walk past, and you just shut off from the reality. You know, and the reality is, it is unnatural for us to eat other animals because we have to cook them first.
Yeah, and we're not hunters. We are not predators to just hunt and kill the animals. Well, if I see blood, I faint. I can't see blood because I'm very sensitive.
You're already vegan, but you're not living it. You're already vegan in your heart, here, in your soul. I've been talking to you now for a while. I thought you were vegan, seriously, before you told me you weren't.
Well, I respect that. I respect that a lot. My partner is vegetarian. I think for me it takes a while because I'm Iranian. I'm from Iran and I moved here 2 years and a few months. The Iranian cuisine, it's all mixed with meat. You don't find anything that is...
You can take that out.
Yeah.
You can take that out,
I'm not saying I'm eating Iranian food every day. Yeah, I can easily... Now I'm learning more about vegan food and what's out there to try, and I've reduced it. And even if it's sometimes, well, I'm still trying meat, but I try other methods to support veganism for example, like by I believe that not polluting the environment or picking up someone else's rubbish or something that people may not believe would be helpful. Leaving reviews on Google, taking photos and sharing them on Google. This might be like, I don't know, might not sound helpful, but I believe if you share your opinions for people to find a good place to go, like a restaurant,
I have many.
a good museum, a good place to sit and relax, you share your experiences so people will not have to look for places, they don't have to travel, they don't have to think. That would reduce the time, waste of time, reduce the waste of time that they have to travel and look for places. Electronically, we help people save time. By saving time, we save resources. And all of those resources, they are being taken away from the environment. They're just like the electricity, the paperwork, all of that. It's just some other kind of abusing the natural environment. I'm not sure how much you agree with me, but...
Okay, but now see, you're moving away from this.
Yes.
You're moving away from this. And look, are you against animal abuse?
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
But you're not living in alignment with these special values in your heart. You're not living in alignment with them. You're going out of that sentimentality, that love, that respect that you have for animals, and you're eating them. You're paying someone. Every time you buy their flesh, their eggs, their dairy, you are paying these people that work in these places to do this to them. You're a part of it, my friend. And you're saying you're against it, but you become a part of it. You become a part of this circulation that's happening in these places.
Yeah,
Do you
you're
want
right.
to be? Do you want to be a part of this?
No one wants to be.
Do you want to cause a chicken, a cow, a pig, a goat, a lamb pain? Do you want to cause them suffering, or do you want them to be safe? I know this is not going to go away all at once. We all need to work together as a collective, you know.
Yeah.
But when you become vegan and your partner becomes vegan, there's another 2 people on this earth that are not contributing to this, and that's less victims, and you're saving lives every year. You're saving precious innocent lives. You know, because I know that I've been vegan now for almost 10 years, and this is still happening, but I'm like, hey, you know what, Nasia? It's happening to less animals because you're vegan.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're living in alignment with the important feelings you have in your heart. You're not living against them. Let me give you a card. I'll give you a card. And it has you can't go wrong, my friend. You can't go wrong. I would recommend you to watch the best speech you will ever hear. Please watch that. That's on YouTube. And then Dominion. This is the footage taken from Dominion.
Okay.
Dominion documentary. And do the challenge that vegan22.com, and all the nutrition facts is here.
Okay.
Any information you need, you know. But you know what? When you're against animal abuse, it all comes together in the end. Even if it's a bit difficult in the beginning, when you're against animal abuse, you just don't touch animal products anymore. That's it. And in the end, everything's good. And then you'll be speaking up for them as well, like me and everyone here. It will come naturally to you. You know, if you don't want to hurt others.
You'll be like...
I was gonna say if there's
you know, قبلا دیده بودم که اینجا ایستاده بودن. بعد در واقع یه اعتراض هست به سوء استفاده از حیوانات و گوشتخواری و به اینکه ما با خوردن گوشت چه کارهایی میکنیم و چه آسیبی میزنیم به قولی حیواناتی مثل مثلا الان جوجه رو نشون میده که چه بلایی سرشون. تصویر ناجوری بود. تیکه تیکه میشن. من تو فیلم نشونش نمیدم چون نشون میدن جوجه رو دارن میکشن تیکه تیکه. اینا دونه دونه میرن میفتن داخل چرخنده، چرخ میشن این جوجه ها. بعدم چیزش نوشته که مثلا این یه پروسه ارگانیک هست، یعنی کاملا عادیه، چیزی که به اسم ارگانیک و به اسم سالم میدن، یعنی در واقع آره اینا رو نشون میدم به ملت که صرفا یعنی گوشتخواری نباشه. جا میبنده چیزشو که این صحنه‌ها رو نشون ملت بدن. چند نفرم اصلا دارن توضیح میدن برای ملت که این جریان چی هست.